Stray is definitely the hidden gem of 2022, and you should definitely play it. And if you like the content, guys, like, share, and subscribe. I don't always gravitate to feel good games. Now, I respect anyone who likes this kind of games, but I tend to see them as not really games. Like all things like farming simulators, then we have good simulators, then we have power wash simulators. I feel these games, they are good in their own right, but I tend to see them as something more of an experience for what I can stand for 30 minutes and they lose me immediately. Now, I always look for three things in a game. The game has to be fun, it has to have engaging gameplay, and it has to have a challenge. Now, I'm not a From Software masochist who uses a dance pad to finish a game. I just feel a game should have some sort of challenge or skill to its gameplay. It's the reason why Street Fighter fans are worried that the simplified combos might ruin the game, and why the 2010 Prince of Persia game just feels lackluster. I do think the trailers did not do Stray justice. It kept showing me a feel-good game about a cat, and I felt after 10 minutes of seeing the cat purr and lick itself, I'll just be done and move on. And I can tell you confidently that Stray is absolutely not about that. So let's check out what Stray is. Stray is a 2002 adventure game developed by Bluetooth Studio and published by Annapurna Interactive. The story follows a stray cat who falls into a walled city populated by robots and mutant bacteria and sets out to return the surface with the help of a drone companion called B12. Now, Annapurna Interactive has been known to publish these small indie kind of games like Neon White and Solar Ash, and Stray has the same level of quality that these games are known for. Stray was made in Unreal Engine 4 and it has been in production since 2015, and it looks phenomenal. Runs smooth with no frame rate drops or max settings. The best thing about Stray is the world. Anytime you see the neon lights, the sparkles, the flicker, everything is just so bold and beautiful. The story about Stray is about a cat. He has no name, so let's call him Fluffy, who gets separated from his pack, falls into an underground city, and has to find his way back to the surface. He eventually sees an artificial intelligence, downloads it into a little robot called B12, and in this artificial intelligence, he finds a scientist who tells the cat that look, he will help him get back to the surface if he helps him goes down into the city and frees the inhabitants. Now, as they travel further, the pair discover that the city is not completely devoid of human life. They are robotic servants, companions, and these companions become self-aware that the city among the ruins, that they are trapped on the ground. Now, the ruins are infested with things called Zurks, mutant bacteria that has evolved to devour both organic life and robots. Now, Stray really embraces the nature of what it means to be a cat. I'm a dog person, but I've been around cat people. You know, a cat is an independent animal that makes its own rules. And I love how Stray allows you to explore absolutely with no hand holding. Like, nothing comes on the screen except when you get into a new stage. The objectives have no markers for mission. The game actually wants you to listen and interact with the world organically. I have even visited some areas and gotten key items that were used far down the line in the game. The game has some puzzles, not overtly complicated, but actually require you to pay attention and solve them organically, which is just perfect for as you being a cat. Now, another thing you look at a game like this, which was never shown to me in any trailers, was the combat. Now, there isn't much when it comes to combat. You spend most of your time running as far away as you can from these Zurks. The Zurks kind of remind me about the rats from Plague Tale. They are ruthless, and there's really no defense for them. Later on in the game, you do get a gun which can disintegrate the Zurks. It's attached to B12, but in no time it runs out. The combat is pretty much bare bones, there isn't much to it, but that really isn't the focus of the game. The real focus about Stray is its exploration. You feel so alive going through this world. When you discover a new settlement of robots, there's a way the map layout is done so well. The world feels so alive. When you go through a nook, you discover a little shop, a little salon. Everything about the world just makes the architecture look so planned out, and it's absolutely breathtaking. I just have to say, I do have some issues with the platforming. Yeah, I get the fact that Bluetooth is most definitely a small studio, and they have crammed every single piece of detail they can out of that studio. But the platforming can feel very rigid. It's even something that has even plagued me in big budget titles like God of War. But I get God of War. God of War is not meant to be a platformer. So when you have auto jump button to scale platforms, I don't mind about it. But the main focus of Stray has never been, it doesn't have a big budget story or something like that. It is platforming. And for that reason, it almost feels like the platforming is on autopilot and you really don't have to do anything but swing your analog stick around and hope to see A pop up, and then you press it and the thing moves you directly to that ledge. Now, I really feel bad I wrote Stray off because honestly, these trailers never did it well. I just saw it as, look, if you like cats, go play it. You're gonna see a cat purr, you're gonna see a cat lick itself, maybe cough out a furball or two, and you enjoy it. But I'm telling you, Stray has such emotional moments that really tug on your heartstrings. Like, at the end, I was like, man, it's just a robot, we'll get over it. But it was so deep to me. I love the world. The exploration is so nice and it's so fluid. Everything about the world funnels you through a seemingly one directional process, but at every point in time you are never bored because the world keeps revealing secrets to you, and you have little tidbits and little side missions that the game offers to you, which also still comes back to you achieving your main goal. And I'm telling you, you need to play Stray. You need to go. If you wrote Stray off, if Stray being nominated at the Game Award was not enough to convince you to play it, I hope this video is. Stray should be your next game to play, and it deserves every single nomination it has gotten over the year. And I really do believe that Stray is the gem of 2022. Hey, if you like this content, guys, keep the party rolling. Like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Peace.